Brent is with us in Nashville to start off this hour. Hey, Brent, how are you?
I'm doing well, sir. How are you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
Well, I was calling because I just recently moved to Tennessee for a girl, and she and I have been getting very close, and we started looking at rings. I've got about $1,500 in the savings account for my step one. I'm working on step two, about to finish paying off credit cards. The only payment I have left is I owe on my pickup that I drive. And I was starting to think about buying a ring and popping the question. So I was wondering if I should pause on the debt after I pay off the credit card, pause on overpaying the truck, and try to save up money for the wedding and honeymoon and all of that, or if you think that would be a bad idea.
Well, I think you're going to get married. And I think you better figure out a way to pay for it. So yeah, I mean, I don't think there's, any question. So you're probably pushing pause on your whole baby steps thing right now and piling up cash first for a ring, and then once you set a date, then you lay out your goals and what you need to spend on a wedding. So what do you make?
Currently, I'm making around $35,000 to $4,000 a month.
Okay, all right. And what would you? I mean, have you had any discussions with her at all that this is not a surprise to her, or you guys have talked about the type of wedding or how far out this might be?
I hope she finds out by listening right now. I hope that's how she finds out. She's like, a ring's coming.
Luck, right? Well, we've gone out together and looked at rings, and she just picked one out. It's kind of we haven't bought it or anything yet, but she definitely. I saw the way she looked at it, so I'm kind of like, that's the ring I got to get. At this point.
Maybe.
Yeah, I was like.
So,
maybe
it's a little bit more than what I was thinking, but
how much?
It's a really pretty ring. I believe it was $3,000.
Okay, that's all right.
So
one month's income is your max on a ring.
Yeah.
So 3 will do, and you save up obviously, and you pay cash for it. Then you start talking about, okay, what are we going to spend on the wedding, and how far away is that? And can we save up that amount of money during that time? If you can't, then that's not your wedding budget.
Yeah.
So any idea how long this might be?
I don't know, to be honest. It's kind of one of those things. We actually just met back in January. Crazy story. I didn't ever think we would be here, but here we are. And so we really agree on a lot. And she's actually the one that's kind of been pushing me to start studying your process and your systems. And I actually just started listening to you yesterday. And it was kind of like almost like drugs for me. I started listening to every podcast that would come on.
These are good drugs.
So just to clarify, drugs that'll help you.
It's an antibiotic.
So yes, it's kind of one of those things where she and her mom, they've told me a little bit about your system and things like that. And so I kind of, yesterday, everything's just kind of becoming a little more real. So I just decided, I want to make sure that I can give her a good future and my family a good future. So I started listening to you, and it's kind of just one thing's led to another. And
does she work?
Currently, she does work. She said she plans to work. She wants to be a homemaker, and I love that about her.
That's wonderful. How much debt does she have?
She has none.
Okay, and what does she currently make?
I don't know the specifics. I know.
Are her parents going to pay for the wedding?
I'm not sure on that either. I'm thinking so. They're very traditional, and so I'm thinking that there's going to be quite a bit of an offset cost that they're going to take care of.
Okay.
On that part.
How old are you guys?
Gotten that far yet. I'm 25. She is 20.
Okay. Yeah, I suspect. All right. Cool. That's fine. Well, I think the first thing is you say, yes, we're going to push pause, and yes, we buy a ring, and no, you do not pay more than 1 month's income. The jewelry stores sometimes will tell you up to 3 months' income for an engagement ring. And here's the thing, I'm a real practical guy. I get it that you're in love, but I'm a real practical guy, and there is zero correlation between the size of the ring and the success of the marriage. As a matter of fact, at this point the ring gets to a certain size, there's an inverse correlation. So meaning
see,
that
she's
a
really
huge
good
ring can
about-
indicate failure. Yeah, yeah. If she, but
well, and she's the type that she would be fine with a $200 ring.
I know, but she
it's kinda
picked
one
out
of
a
those things that-
$3,000 ring and smiled at
Yeah,
you.
she looked
so,
at
you
it
know.
Said
and
it
I
was
was
her
just
favorite.
like,
Yeah,
"Aw,"
yeah,
you know.
yeah. Oh,
it's
there it
clear
is.
that-
There it is. So, yeah. So she's obviously a great gal. So you stop and you save up for the ring. Then but you have to then assess what responsibility you guys have for the wedding and the honeymoon. And you have to say that has to be far enough out that you can save up and pay cash for that too.
Yeah, and I know it's not going to be something where we're getting married next month or anything like that.
I know, but let's just say, let's just pick a number. Okay, let's say next May. All right, and and so you have what 10 months or something. Okay.
Yeah.
And you're going to need $10,000. Well, you need to save $1,000 a month, or you need to get $10,000 before you push play again on your baby steps. So we're going to get the ring and your portion of the wedding that you're going to pay cash for out of the way before you push play again and start getting out of debt. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I know she's kind of she's a lot better with money than I am, clearly. Just because she did put me on your trail. I used to be really good with money, and then I got a job making a lot of money, and I suddenly got very bad with money. You know, it's kind of one of those things. The more you make, the more you spend.
Yeah, I think you're going to be okay. I think it's going to work out, and we will continue to be the antibodies. Antibiotics, the good drugs, to help you guys get this dialed in. But yeah, nothing you told me here is out of line. If you come in and go, we're going to finance a $30,000 wedding because that's our dream wedding, then I'm going to say, whoa. You start telling me you're going to buy a $10,000 ring on $3,000, $4,000 a month income, I'm going to say, whoa. Yeah. I've always wanted to go to the Caribbean and go to Hawaii and drop 10 grand on my honeymoon. Whoa. Not with the numbers you're giving me here. So, not unless you're getting married 5 years from now, which is also whoa. So, you just gotta dial in, use some common sense and some planning, some goal setting, and then that'll tell you what your points are that you have to hit, and what the level of wedding you're going to have, and that's all part of the program.